Talk me down like the TLC.
Spells.
Baby, I need a better. You are not just a nigga.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I basically do my client's hair from start to finish. She's getting a lace frontal install sewed down. The frontal she's getting sewn down was made by me. This is her second or third time installing this frontal. So today I'm going to start off by just braiding her hair down really neatly and not too tight, just braid it down to the back. So this hairstyle is very ideal for those people who don't like to come home each day and take off their wig. Me personally, I like coming home and yanking that wig off my head. I just feel free, but some people just like that security, especially people who are not really into doing hair that much. So as you can see here, I'm gonna like take the braid and like stick it into the braid that I'm braiding. I'm gonna do this throughout her hair of braiding. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But yes, this is ideal for those people who are not about that come home and take your wig off life. So as you can see here, I'm basically done with everything. I have my last braid, and like I said, you braid each braid, you take it like this and you attach it to the braid you're braiding. This gives you a really flat and just nice and neat look. And it's also very important that you guys do that little braid at the bottom that I have going on there. That's gonna be your base. That's where you're gonna sew your wig to. So that one is very important. Yeah, so I use a crochet needle and I crochet the little braids into her braids or into her hair. They're already braided up. Guys, like, I don't know, I have like a really bad addiction to like really neat braids. My braids have to be neat and put together. So once I loop it through, by the way, the very end of this hair is extensions, so that's why I'm tying it up, and I'm gonna cut it off because it's extensions, it's not her real hair. So look how pretty and neat those braids are. I love neat braids. And try to slick all the hair to the back, like all the hair in the front, slick it to the back, because we're gonna use the frontal hair as baby hair because this is a protective style. So we want to make sure that our natural hair under the wig is secured and slicked back. So here I take the wig, I put it on her head, and I'm gonna line it up with her hairline to see where she wants it, or so that it can sit where she wants it. Here I'm just parting out the hair. This is where I'm going to sew it. You want to part the hair right on top of the braid you're going to sew it on top of. That's where you want to part it. So I'm going to part the other side as well. And once again, I'm parting it based on where the braid is, not where her hairline is, because that's where I'm going to sew it to, is that little braid in the front. So once I part it, I'm going to put the little sections in ponytail and just to get it out the way. And yeah. So here we're going to take the hair and we're going to pull it back in a ponytail, and make sure that when you're pulling it back, the wig does not shift back. We still want the braid and the part we made to align, as you can see here. And guys, please excuse my ashiness. Like, I didn't even know that was there. Like, that's so embarrassing. But yeah, so the part we made initially needs to literally align with the braid right under. And when you're sewing, please sew very lightly and try not to dig under the braid with the needle, because when you do that, you're really harming your edges. You just want to sew lightly on top. And also when you sew really tight, that causes your lace to rip. So in order to avoid breaking your hair off and making your edges, your lace rip, just sew very lightly on top of the lace and on top of your braid on the perimeter. So we're going to take this and we're going to take it all the way around. And as you can see here, I used a crochet cap to make my wigs because to me personally, the crochet caps are a lot more like breathable and it's a lot easier to sew through. As you can see here, it's literally like I'm just sewing tracks onto the wig because the cap makes it seem that way. So yeah, just keep going through all the way to the back. And this style I feel like is a really good style for those people who don't want to deal with their hair, deal with taking their wig off and on. This is a really good protective style. Typically My client here leaves this in for about a month. I would recommend, for about a month and a half. I would recommend leaving this in between 2 weeks and maximum a month and a half, because after a while, because I don't sew it super tight, around the perimeter, it gets loose and it starts to shift back. But that's literally like after a month. She said after a month she said it lasts her a good month before it starts shifting back. And like I said, for me, I usually leave this in for 3 weeks when I do for myself, because that's when I feel like, okay, it's starting to loosen up and all that stuff. So once again, we're going to keep sewing to the back. Sew the track or the wig onto the back of the braid that we took around the back. Once you're done sewing, you will just find the other needle, because I didn't cut the other needle, and you will like tie it together and cut it. And here's where you tie it together. Tie a knot like 3 to 4 times and just snip it off. So as you can see, the wig is laid, honey. It is laid. This wig is not going anywhere. Like literally is not. The only problem that I can definitely be honest with about this is that the front kind of lifts a little bit, because it's obviously not like glued down, but that's not a problem. The baby hair would solve this issue if you do your baby hair and like tie it down. I think she said that her baby hair lasts her about a week before she has to redo it herself. So just take some Eco Styler. Well, first we're gonna like blow dry the hair out, because when she came it was a little damp because she washed it. And I already did the part off camera. And also, as I said, this is her second and third time wearing this wig, so she already had a part in it. I just made the part a little bit more straight and clean. And here I'm using the brush to like silk through the hair with the blow dryer. This really makes the hair silky and makes the frontal lay even more flat. I think this sometimes works better than flat irons, honestly. So yeah, we're gonna just do that throughout the hair and the frontal. So here I'm just going to lay the baby hair down, and once again, like I said, there's no gel, no got to be glue gel, no got to be glue spray, no ghost bond glue, no tapes. In this process, the only product we're using is this Eco Styler gel to slick the baby hair down, and that's it. And like I said, this lasts a week. This baby hair process lasts a week, which is not bad until you have to reapply it. So we'll slick it down. And the key to doing your baby hair and making it look a bit more natural is by brushing the hair back, or like combing the hair back as you swoop the baby hair pieces. Like you want to just comb them straight back after swooping the baby hair. So here I'm going to do that to the other side. And on this side, I'm not really like going to do too much, because she typically does not do much with her hair. She just usually wears it down with the part on the side, and that's it. Here we just want to make sure it's down for when the wind blows and stuff. But as far as it looking like beat, we're not really concerned with that. We just want it to be down in case the wind blows. So here I'm going to tie it down with this little strip, and you can find this strip at your local beauty supply store for about $1. It's like 40 for $1. So here I'm going to like flat iron the hair with the with the brush and the flat iron. I'm going to do that throughout the whole hair. And this, using the brush, really make sure like every piece of hair is like straightened out really well. And it makes the hair just look really silky as well. So yeah, we're going to keep doing that. Guys, I love this method. I cannot wait to do my hair like this. In the next 2 weeks, I will be doing my own hair like this, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it on myself. So here I'm going to take the hot comb and just comb through the hair really nice to get everything really sleek, get the flyaways down, and just get it really nice. And also what you can do here to make it even more flat is you can spray a little bit of spritz or got to be glue spray if you want. That's optional, but I don't do that. But if you want, you can spray that on top and it will really get the flyaways down. But I think, you know, for this hair, I don't need to. Some hairs are really stubborn, so you have to like put a little bit of spray or something to get the hair down. So I'm going to use the back of the hot comb to like really press down on the lace to make sure every single hair is laying flat, honey, like flat and sleek and nice. Okay, so once you're done with that, I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to get a little bit of my concealer and put it on the lace just so it can look a bit more realistic and also so it can match her skin color. And I feel like the Q-tip really makes it like it blurs the lace so it doesn't make it look like, I don't know, sometimes when people put on like foundation in their part, it looks a little yucky. So here's the final look, guys. This looks snatched. You cannot tell me this does not look like she glued it down with about 3 layers of glue and she came straight out of the salon. Like, come on, guys, this is beautiful. I love this style. You can take the hot comb again and just run through it, run through little pieces that you may have missed while the strip was on. And that is it, guys. It's that simple, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
She not